Blog Talk Radio.
Israelites of pedigree, here we are Saturday, this afternoon, y'all. St. Louis, East St. Louis. Stand up.
Welcome to the Yash Radio Show, where truth is always true.
Well, obviously we have a rapist in Lincoln Park.
Shalom Israel, Barakatah to the children of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Jacob. Welcome to another edition of the Yash Radio Show, broadcasting live East St. Louis, St. Louis. To all the brothers and sisters that understand the truth, to all the brothers and sisters who come into the truth, and still it hits you like a ton of bricks. We're live, Central Time, right? We want you to know, when you first come into the truth, or when you start hearing things like this, the first thing it's going to do is shock you. It's supposed to. Because all your life, your grandmom, your granddaddy, etc., has been telling you church is the way. All people are the same. We bleed the same, we hurt the same. We're all the Lord's children. The Lord loves us all. The Lord loves the world. So when you're a child, and that's embedded in you, it's pretty much, that's what you believe. You come up all your life thinking people are people, but when they start treating you different, you don't understand it. It confused the hell out of you, see? And that's because your mom, your uncle, your grandfather, and so on and so forth, from generation after generation, they don't know the truth. If someone tells you oatmeal and cookies and jelly taste good mixed together, you know that tastes like crap. But if they keep feeding it to you, you're going to start liking it. So in essence, when you don't know truth, you accept lies. Okay? So lies become the truth. And that's what's going on in the Americas, also across the world. People believe lies before they believe truth because that's what they grew up on. Nobody wants to hear what's really at hand. People want to be fantasized. People want to live in a fantasy world. In other words, they want to live in what? The metrics. That's how they roll, and that's how they get down. We don't roll like that. We don't care if you don't like us. We don't care if you hate us, because our mission is to be ordained to tell the truth to the best of our ability, sent from the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and have your angel watch over us as we're doing so. That's why you have to be in order. If you're not in order, you're not going to flow, man. You're not going to flow with this truth. You're going to have issues. Now, granted, you're going to have issues anyway, but you shouldn't be starving. You shouldn't be out here making parody videos against your fellow brother. If you don't like what he's saying, just keep it moving. Some of these brothers hate you more than Esau, and they call themselves in the truth. That's a problem. That's a quarrel that you should not bring to the forefront. Any problem you got with your brother, man, just try to deal with him on a level that both of you can understand. And if he still don't see the way it should be seen, then you just have to let that brother do his thing and let the Lord deal with him. You're not the Lord. You don't have to blast a brother every week and every weekend. You got to put a video on it. You got to talk about it. What's the point? It don't even make sense how some of these brothers go after each other over and over and over and over and over. What's the point? You worse than Esau. Should Esau tell you what he got to tell you? He just sit back in the cut. See, that's what makes Esau so clever. He'll just sit back in the cut and just listen like an owl and keep watching and watching. But the men of Israel just can't keep quiet. They got to go against their fellow brother. I'm not telling you to be quiet when it comes to the truth. I'm telling you there are certain ways you got to handle each other in this truth, man. You cannot offend the little ones, and you're doing it every day. And you think you're right. Lord don't have pity for that. But the Lord going to get the man who is commending you to do that. They got blood on their hands, man. I bring this out every week, and I'm going to continue to bring it out because I know if there's one brother in a camp that can be reached, he's going to see this truth for what it is. He's going to get out that man worshiping, and he's going to start putting Yahweh first. And that's what we want. And that's how it should be. It ain't about your elder, man. Some of these dudes love their elders more than the Yahweh. Where is it in the scriptures that you're supposed to double honor any man? Where is it in the scriptures that a man knows more than the Lord? That's why y'all can't get no blessing. There's some brothers in this truth literally living to the dirt. I mean, they to the dirt, man. They don't have nothing. They don't have nowhere to go. That's not how it should be. You may not be rich, but damn it, the meek shall eat. You're not a part of the meek. If you're suffering that hard, the Lord ain't with you, man. Constantly getting all overweight, got titties like a woman. Dude, come on, man. Y'all need to check yourself with that craziness. Today's show is called what? Sodomites. Description, Isaiah 3:9. Read it for yourself, but I'll read it for you right now. They shew of their contentions. Shew means show. Doth witness against them. And they declare their sin of Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Talking about people who are gay. If you didn't know, now you know. It's talking about faggots, sissies, lesbos, bootlickers, etc. And this is what this country has come to. It's a bootlicking society where you have to be like me in order to make money, see? And that's how they roll in Hollywood. And that's how they roll in any kind of job that's going to give you 6 figures or more. You got to be a part of the brotherhood. You got to be a part of the sisterhood. You got to be a fraternity, sorority. Now, remember, next month is July. And I believe it's July 13th or 14th. It's early July, though, the first or second week in July. All the big-time constituents of black entertainment will meet in Atlanta. Man, it's going to be some freaky things going on in that month. Literally, it's one day, but most of them take that whole month. You'll see a lot of sororities, fraternities, a lot of them hooking up with each other. But the ones that have a lot of money, the movers and shakers of Hollywood, they're going to have their underground mansions they go to. They're going to put on their Pandora box. And what I mean by that, they're going to, a lot of them, you'll never see this face value because it's strictly for the movers and shakers, your Tyler Perrys, your Eddie Murphys. You know, I kid you not, man. This really goes on. Your P. Diddy's. You're going to see, you won't see it in the public, but that's what they do in that month. There's a celebration. And then they have newcomers that they bring to the forefront. Who wants to be in the business? Who wants to sell their soul like Nelly? Who wants to be a part of this ritual goddess elite club? They'll take you into Pandora's box and allow them to be dressed up like eyes wide shut, and they're going to be popping dudes in their behind. I kid you not, man. And the women going to get it too. You know, but the women are not going to celebrate with the men. It's a separate entity, but they have women over the women. But then when she want to get really broke in, the men initiate her too. Then you're part of the hood, sisterhood, but that's just the beginning. Because now you got to take it to the next level. They got to teach you the Baphomet. They got to teach you the rituals. They got to teach you all the do's and don'ts. Then you got to sign your name in blood. That's when you're getting ready to make the big money, like Nelly. See, I'm just throwing him under the bus because he's having a difficult time dealing with what he done. It's too late, man. This cat having all kind of thoughts about why did I do it? Why? It's too late. You done had 10 to 12 years of success. You done had money galore. You done bought $3 to $5 million mansions. You've been balling with Bentleys and all these things. You done pop men in their butt. P. Diddy and Nelly done got it on a few occasions. There's no coincidence. Come on, man. Nelly when you get ready to come in that hip hop era, Diddy gonna get you. Especially if you think you look like something. He wants some of that booty, man. Diddy cannot get off with a woman. Now, he is somewhat bisexual, but even if there's a woman around him, like Cassie is his plaything, she's really his worship. You know, his pet, his dog. See, she follow him like a pet, right? He has to have a man around some type of way. If you notice, every time they show P. Diddy celebrating, especially with the entourage, there's always some buff dudes. He loves his dudes to be cut and athletic. All right, it's just you can't. If you got to be blind not to see what this dude is about. This dude don't like women, man. Him and Eddie Long gets along. Come on, Eddie Long surround himself around women in the pulpit, but at the end of the day, when he go to the office, it's 3 or 4 dudes in his office that he conjugate with. Those are dudes he's popping. When P. Diddy is on his yacht or whatever he's doing, it'd be smooth-faced dudes with glasses. Now, ask yourself this: why do these dudes wear dark Gucci shades in the middle of the night? Because the eyes are the window to the soul. They're evil as hell, man. They figure with their glasses on they can lie to you. You won't see who they really are. That's how they get down. They're Sodomites. And they hide it not. Why do you think everybody is coming out? Why do you think that all of these things are coming out? Because what the Most High told us in the book of Luke, everything that's in the closet is going to come to light. Everything's in the dark going to come to light. You can't hide no more. So what are they doing now? They're seeking the Lord early. Lord, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I didn't want to be a part of that. You know, Lord, forgive me. I'm so sorry, Father. You know, my children got to eat. I signed that stuff in blood, but I didn't put my real name, Father. Man, how you going to mosey your way out of that? Didn't the Lord tell us that they should seek me early? That's what they're doing. See, that scripture is really meant for the rich and the children of Israel who are Israelites, and the ones that think they're Israelites. They're seeking the Lord early. See, because no matter how much money they get, they can't keep it. It's like sand. If you put sand in your hand, I don't care how you try to switch it, sand is going to do what? Trinkle through your fingers. And no matter how much money they get, it always run out. Why? Because this is not their rest. Especially if you're the children of Israel. This is not their rest. So no matter how many times they sell their soul, no matter how many times they take a peanuts up their anal, the money is going to dissipate because it's not your rest. And basically what the Lord has shown you, Satan does not have a crew that can upset him because the Lord allows Satan to use you that way. You was under a test, man. This whole galaxy is a test. But only the strong going to survive. And of the 12 tribes of Jacob, you under a test 24/7. I'm under a test. The men of the Lord under the test. The elders is under a test, and they failing miserably. Not all the elders, but majority of them, they're failing. Because they think they should get paid, and they think they should be getting more than what they do. And they're always praising themselves about who they woke up. See, that's not a man of the Lord. You can't praise yourself about who you waking up, man. You know better than Diddy. I saw Diddy talk about the careers he's launched. Man, I helped this dude, I helped that dude. You ain't no better. You just doing it with scriptures. So Lord ain't with you, man. Take it the way you want it. But it's the truth. See? So that's why this country is upside down. Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. Of course we got scriptures to back up what we say. We don't care if you don't believe it, but it's the truth. And speaking of Sodomites, of course, it would not be proper to do Sodomites if we wasn't having a film. So we have a film coming out on Sodomites sometime in July. We haven't put a date, but we're putting the trailer together as I speak. And the trailer will be on YouTube. That's all we do. We just use YouTube and Facebook for advertising. We don't do nothing else. We will never put up no more films on YouTube or nothing of that nature. We pretty much just use YouTube and Facebook for advertising. But, yeah, we have a film coming out on Sodomites, on the movers and shakers. Pretty interesting. You know how we do it. Uncensored. Yes, sir. So it's telling the truth about what you think you know and you really don't know, or what's going on in Hollywood of Sodomites. Men run the industry. Men pollute this industry, and they tell you what you can and what you can't do. Now, here's the kicker. They always tell you do the what? Follow your dreams. Perseverance. If you really believe in this thing, you can make it happen. What they don't tell you is what you have to do to get to where they're at. See, that's misleading. That's deceitful. They're not telling you the truth, man. And see, they're forbidden to tell you the truth, because if they tell you the truth, off with their head. See, because once you join that gang of Illuminati, Boule, it's a ritual. And you agree to the terms that if you tell the secrets, they can cut your tongue out. You agree to that. You took an oath. You took a blood oath and say, I agree, I'll never tell the truth. And so when you come out like Pimp C, he took an oath that he would never reveal the secret. They had to take him out. Jay Prince had a lot to do with that. I call it like I see it. He's a sodomite, too. Jay Prince of Rap-A-Lot Records. All those Negroes, man. Dr. Dre. And when you look at them, they look hardcore, like, oh, man, they ain't down with that. Yeah, they are. Waka Flocka. You can't shit. You can look at him and tell he done sucked a few. Come on now. All these guys, man. Tupac, too. So I don't know why people don't want to believe that Pac got down like he did get down. He talked about it a lot. And when Pac started realizing that what he's done, he started locking himself up in studios and doing nothing but records. That's the only way he could release it. See, Illuminati will let you put it in song because they figure most people are going to listen to the beat and not the lyrics. Shit, but if you go back to Tupac's career and just listen to all his stuff, he got a book on everything that he done. Just listen to it. You can put it all together. Write it down yourself. He's telling you a story about what he's done. See? He took pictures with the Illuminati symbol in his hand every day, but he had his fingers pointing up like he was praying, but really that was the pyramid of the Illuminati. And he did it right in front of y'all, and y'all never caught on to it. When he took, I said this before, but let me really reiterate, when he took that picture in the bathtub with the gold between his legs, he was their pinup bitch. He submitted to them like, hey, whatever goes on, I just want to get paid. That was a bitch photo taken by him, by gay men. So he submitted to them in the sodomite world of Hollywood to be successful. He's not the only one. It's like that across the board, man. Do you feel me? That's the way they get down. It's just the truth. Some people can handle the truth and some people can't. We don't care. But it's time to start looking at things with both eyes open and not both eyes shut, because the truth is the light, man. That's why these guys are talking different now. When you talk, what about the rap game? Well, ain't what it used to be. I would advise people to go get their education, get you a real job. They speaking from the hurt of where they at right now in their lives. They've done it all, man. They let gay men fuck them off. They done pop men in their behind. They done slept with androgynous, gay, she-males. They done did it all. And they still can't get to where they want to. Busta Rhymes is one of them. He can't get to where he wants to. Now he done got off the steroids. Now he getting all swole and fat. See, he used to be on steroids too. He done got off of them, but you can see where he's going. And if you look at that video with Busta Rhymes and Chris Brown, that video called "Look at Me Now," he's throwing up the go there, and he's throwing it up all the time because he can't get paid unless he do it. He's really, what he's done, Busta Rhymes know what he's done to get to where he's at. He's ashamed of what he did. See, the Lord say they become shameful. You see what I'm saying? He really don't want to be a part of that no more. He know what he done did. He's trying to shy away from it, so he do it on the sneak now. You see what I'm saying? It's the truth, man. It's the truth is the light. I have to bring this up because Brother Jewmaker got something in the chat room that I have to address. He said Rick Ross' face when he was saying, oh, that's the truth. I saw that. It's this cat, that want to be a part of the rap game so bad, man. He looked like he would kill his mama to get a hit record. Rick Ross signed this guy on YouTube. And when Rick Ross signed that dude, man, as wicked as Rick Ross is, now you know Rick Ross is wicked as hell. He did not want to sign that brother. When that dude signed that contract with Rick Ross and Jewmaker hit it right on the point, he looked at that contract, man, he just shook his head. But you can see in his eyes, he just had a look where all bets are off, like, God damn, another brother gone. You see what I'm saying? But them demons got to be fed, man. He has to do it. He has to feed the demons, meaning he got to find people who's vulnerable and dumb enough to want to sell their soul. Once you get into the Sodomite world of Hollywood, you have to keep initiating. Why do you think P. Diddy keep bringing out new people? He ain't going to help them. He going to give them one song and he going to get rid of them. Where's Danny Kane at? I mean, seriously, where they at? He really made those girls look like whores, which they probably already are. Now they're just taking skin shots, right? Booty shots, ass cheeks out. See, that's what happens when you get in this world. And by the way, them girls was turned out too. So y'all really believe that this doesn't go on? Do you really believe that it's all about perseverance and getting your education and just getting with the right person to see your talent and give you that type of wealth? These people are demonic. The Sodomites that run the industry, who is called Jewish people. They're not the real Jews. That's why they put the at the end of Jews. You get it? These people are demonic, man. When you see those guys on HGTV, you know, that home network, how they show you how to fix up a house and buy property, these people are all demonic. Selling New York and all that, all of them are gay. All those brokers are gay, and most of the women go by. I'm just telling you how they get down. Okay? The whole thing about HGTV is hypnotizing if you don't know the truth. What they try to do is show you how to build a house and show you how to buy property, but at the same time, they show you how to intertwine with gay. See, a lot of y'all don't catch that. Y'all just look at it as, oh, that's people are people. No, it's not. It's a mind control set. If you don't know the truth and you don't know what to look for, you get captivated and you get drawn in and you'll start accepting gay and have Sodomites in your house feeding them. And that's the truth. That's why they have, if you notice, HGTV always have a lot of gay couples, a lot of men couples. They have more men couples than anybody. They pushing that thing, man, that gay thing, see? And all the designers are gay. Most of the men, like Antonio, what's his name, Antonio Banderas, or whatever his name is, he's a great interior designer, but he's bisexual. Y'all probably didn't know that, did you? I'm just telling you how they get down. The Food Network. The Food Network, brother. Get it? You look at these guys and be like, man, I'm a chef. I just want to do food. I don't want to be a part of Hollywood. They got their hand on everything that makes money. To be a part of the Food Network, you got to do the same thing as getting a hip-hop contract. It's just dealing with food. You got to take the oath. You got to be a part of the brotherhood. And if you're going to make money like Rachel Ray, you got to sign your name in blood, too. She's wicked as hell. Now check this. Whenever they doing HGTV, notice when they doing the HGTV, they have their hands in pyramids a lot. So y'all got to start checking the flow, because everything in Hollywood and everything on cable is ran by who? Illuminati. Who's the Illuminati? The elite. Who's the elite? The Bilderbergs. Who's the Bilderbergs? Constituents from other countries. But the main players are the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. You get this? So this is how they roll. They always, when they're talking about home networking and how to buy property, they have their hands in the pyramid. This on HGTV now. And it's just about you got to start catching it. When they do interviews, the interviewer have his hand in the pyramid, and the person they interview have their hands in the pyramid. And then you got assholes that know this is the way to get paid, and they want a part of the brotherhood. Now, I've seen several episodes on HGTV where normal black people be talking to the interviewer, and they've got their hands in a pyramid trying to get that guy's attention. Now, don't you know that guy know what you're trying to do, but he doesn't know of you. He hasn't heard of you. Because if he knew of you before he do the interview, y'all going to be briefed on y'all brotherhood and y'all gestures of what y'all going to do. So when you throw up your hand in a pyramid like that, he don't know how to take you. He don't know if you're just playing, you're trying to get in. So afterwards, he's going to have a conversation with you. They're going to let it float because that's how they get down. They're going to let you show that pyramid, but afterwards they're going to question you on that because they don't know you. And most of the time, when you're trying to get their attention, they don't want you. They choose you. You don't choose them. Y'all get that? That's how it go. You got a lot of young rappers in Dallas that really want to be in this hip-hop thing, man. They have no idea. Now, you got this one kid out there in Dallas that's called Ghetto Life Clothes or something like that. That dude ain't telling y'all everything, man. Got a brother by the name of Phil Wade, Tyrell, and Dallas. They're real talented brothers. They're real comical. They got their little thing going on YouTube. They have no idea who this guy of Ghetto Clothing is. This guy's doing everything to keep that label going and doing everything to get that money. He'll never tell you until you become a brotherhood. Now, y'all probably done ask him a lot of times, hey, man, this dude on YouTube, and it's this dude that got his little website. He be talking about blood sacrifice. Man, do that really go on? Because you know a lot of people. Man, look, people going to talk about you. He gonna go around it. He going to dance around it. He's not going to answer you directly because he's forbidden to answer that. He's going to dance around it, and it's going to be he's going to tell you enough that it's going to be acceptable to you. But in the long run, if they think that you can be a part of their brotherhood, they're going to take you by the hand and sit you one-on-one, and they're going to tell you the do's and don'ts. They're going to get you to sign these oaths, and if they get you under contract, you're going to take the oath. And after you take the oath, they're going to give you the do's and don'ts on rituals. And I really believe Tyrell, that brother that experienced with Phil Wade in Dallas, Texas, I believe he'll do anything to get a record deal. They're going to turn that boy out. He don't even see it coming. And see, he wants it real bad. It's because he don't understand them kids that making them clothing that's called Ghetto Life, Ghetto Clothes for Life in Dallas, Texas. That dude doing everything, man. They're turning that guy out. He ain't going to tell you that until you become a part of the brotherhood. Matter of fact, since we're talking about clothing of the sodomite world of Hollywood, we might as well bring up the guy who got killed just a few days ago. Y'all heard this dude named Jonas? He had a clothing line called LRG Clothing. That was a hit, man. That was a hit. They took him out for a reason. That was it. He was on his way. He had a great clothing line, but there was something that went down that didn't go accordingly. They had to take him out. So a lot of people don't understand this, how this thing roll, man. It's a sodomite world. And matter of fact, they done popped him in his butt, too, before he left out of here. So I think he's like American Asian or something like that. Yeah. He had a clothing line called LRG Clothing. He's 34 years of age. Jonas, his last name is Babakua, or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I just call him Jonas B. He's dead. He died 3-4 days ago. Isn't that strange? Now, and check this out now. Whenever it happens, it's always they by themselves. Come on. This dude just died out the blue. No, it was a hit. It was something they wanted him to comply with. He didn't agree with, so they took him out. See, that's how they do you once you sign. He signed his name in blood. He was a part of all that. See, you can't be that successful. You can't be that successful and not be a part of their brotherhood. They're going to, look, man, right now, you can start off with an independent record. And let's say that thing sold 200,000, 300,000 copies in Canada. Canada loved it and bought it exclusively just from you without a distribution deal. That's a lot of money for independent artists. Someone in that Hollywood industry is going to approach you. And they're going to they ain't going to ask you and say, I think you need to make a deal with us. And you can be like, I like being myself. I want to stay where I'm at. Think about it. I don't have to think about it. Well, we're going to give you some time to think about it. We're going to give you a week, whatever. So you're going to have the attitude you're going to have, man. It's my shit. That's how you're going to have it. You're going to, man, think about them niggas, right? They're going to actually come back in 7 days. If they told you 7 days, they're coming back in 7 days. Real talk. And you're going to still have that same attitude. Nah, man, like I said, I want to do my thing. Okay. They don't already scoped your place out. They know ain't nobody there but you. They're going to kill you. Straight up. They're going to get something to stop your heart and say you died over overdose, and they're going to make it look like you're a drug dealer. They're going to make it look like you was into homosexuality, and you ain't into that because you ain't signed to none of that shit. That's the same way they did Sam. That's the truth. They came to Sam and told Sam, hey, you need to sign your publishing on. These are Sodomites, gay dudes from Illuminati. But they call themselves the Black Crusade. Huh? And he didn't want to do that. They told him, look, it'd be in your best interest to do business with us. Because Sam Cooke did what? He had his own publishing. He was the first to done it. The truth. He had his own publishing. But the Sodomites of the Black Crusaders didn't like that. And then some of the Black Crusaders was mixed in with the Illuminati. Today they call them the Boule. Isn't that something? So anyway, let's keep it on the raw. So he didn't want to comply with that. So they told him, look, man, it'd be in your best interest to, think about it. Sam was like, I don't have to think about it. Well, I think you should. They came back in the time matter that they told him they was coming back. Sam still said no. They took him out. And what did they make it look like? That he brought some cheap, stank Asian woman, had sex with her, tried to get his money back, and she shot him at the manager's door. And the manager shot him at the manager's door trying to break it down. That's a lie. The whole thing was orchestrated. Sam Cooke was killed and brought there. You get this? And somebody put him in a sports coat, butt naked, and had him slumped over. They painted the picture of making him look like a troubled man, and he was not. He did not die for some coochie. Okay? Sam did have a taste in prostitution. He liked prostitutes, but he did not die that way. He died. He was actually beaten to death first. They almost beat his damn head off. They beat him so bad. They broke his nose. They fist beat him. They beat him with everything. Man, they beat this man so bad. That's why they took a picture of him with his head hanging down. Sam Cooke was destroyed, man. And then they painted that picture to make it look like he was troubled on drugs and all this, that, and the other. No, they beat him to death because he didn't want to sell his publishing and join the Illuminati. That's the truth. Sodomites. See, they run the industry. They've been running it for years. Did Otis Reddy the same way. Otis Reddy and James Brown was going to get a distribution deal. Yes. And the power that be, the Sodomites, the faggots, the Kazakhs who run the industry heard about what they were doing and approached them and said, what's this I hear about y'all doing this, that, and the other? Once again, Otis Reddy was a real man. He's a big brother, too. It's like, hey, man, look, y'all making money. We want to make some money, too. So they pushed forward. James Brown and Otis Reddy, it's like, man, we're going to keep doing this. They took Otis Reddy out first because James Brown, why? He had a more promising career than Otis Reddy. Otis Reddy's sound was kind of fading. But nevertheless, Otis Reddy still could rock it. Okay? They took him out first. When they took Otis Reddy out, James Brown jumped back into gear. He became a yes man. You understand this? So why I'm telling y'all this is because it's a pattern. They have never stopped. The Sodomites been going on forever, man. When Jimmy, not Jimmy, I'm going to go on Jimmy, but when, what's his name? When Little Richard was back in the day of Jimi Hendrix, they turned him out early. Little Richard would go in the club and see a dude at a bar and ask him to come with me. And the dude would be like, I ain't into that. But he would pay him well, and the dude would be like, well, damn, nigga just want to suck my dick. I don't care. And I'm telling you straight, our brothers do that today. Gay man walk up on dude, be like, I ain't into that. I give you $1,000 to suck you off. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Money rules. Sodomites rule this world, man. So let's just keep it rolling, because I know some of y'all have never heard of this. Some of y'all have. So Little Richard was getting popped in the butt long ago. And Little Richard had a thing for Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix was a very talented brother. The Sodomites wanted to change him. So this is how they roll, man. I'm telling y'all, there's nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Y'all got to understand how this country rolled and how they get their money and how you got to abide by what they say, because these some evil motherfuckers. I'm telling you how they roll. Now, everything that I've been telling you has come to pass on this Hollywood shit. I'm telling you now, their kingdom is falling. And our black entertainers are getting ready to be exposed. And a lot of them going to start coming out. That's why the news anchor came out. Oprah Winfrey getting ready to come out. They're all getting ready to come out because nothing new is under the sun. And the Lord said what's in the closet going to come to light. Huh? Walk with me. Sam Cooke was set up. Otis Redding was taken out. Jimi Hendrix didn't want to comply with his manager's decisions on where his career should go. Jimi Hendrix was totally against the Illuminati. Matter of fact, Jimi Hendrix was not with all that Baphomet shit. That's why he stayed high. He was like, damn, these people crazy. Jimi Hendrix was signing a contract of a blink of an eye. They got tired. They said, Jimmy, we need you to do this. Jimmy would hang up the phone. He wouldn't even listen to him. So this dude that was Jimi's manager, he was a part of the Brotherhood. He said it's time to take Jimmy out. Now, what did they tell y'all in the press? Jimmy died of what? His esophagus got clogged up with vomit. That's a lie. That's a total fucking lie. Jimi Hendrix was apprehended by some goons, some white goons at that, of the sodomite world, of the music industry. They held him down at will, and they forced alcohol in his esophagus. Okay? It was alcohol poisoning how he died. And they forced alcohol down his esophagus. Jimi Hendrix choked to death. After this happened, they laid Jimmy in the area. They wiped the alcohol off. They didn't leave him with all the alcohol because it would have been known that, damn, alcohol had a play in this. So basically, they set Jimmy up as he vomited. And when the coroner got there, they wrote it the way he was told because he was bought and paid for it too. They owned everything. So the coroner wrote it up as Jimmy choked to death. Janis Joplin knew the truth because Janis Joplin knew what they was getting ready to do to Jimmy. She knew that they was on Jimmy's tail because Jimmy wasn't complying with who? The Illuminati. Now, just to let you know that Janis Joplin knew the truth about Jimmy, as it was months later, they killed her because Janet wouldn't keep quiet. She was talking about it, and they was afraid that she would blow it up. So they got rid of Janis Joplin. Eric Clapton knew the truth. Rolling Stones knew the truth. The Who, Pete Townsend knew the truth. All of these guys knew where Jimmy died, but they lied their ass off. Bob Dylan knew too. See, it's the same thing that happened to Sam Cooke when the woman said that he was in there trying to knock down the door. They told her what to say. Now, get this, watching me, walk with me. That woman who said that Sam Cooke tried to knock down the door, months later they killed her because she knew she was coerced in saying that. And that Asian woman that said that Jimmy tried to take sex from her, they killed her a year later too because they can't leave no witnesses. When they orchestrate you and tell you what to say, they have to get rid of you. When James Brown passed, he did not pass on a regular death. James Brown was killed by the Sodomites that run what? The industry. They run the world. James Brown was killed. Why was he killed? Because he wouldn't comply. James Brown got tired. He'd been playing the game since Otis Redding. He got tired. So but James Brown took the oath and he signed his name in blood. That was his fault. And he had a different taste as he got older. So they don't change till they get older. They see what they've done. It's too late. So when he had a change of heart, they said, nigga, you crazy. Pop, take him out. Poison. Now, here's the thing. James Brown's son knew the truth because James Brown, his stepdad, was confining in him, telling him, man, this is what goes on in this industry. You need to know. So if something happened to me, you need to say something. He was going to say something. And they knew that James Brown's stepson knew the truth. So one evening, he was coming out the house. They shot him up, man, like a dog. But he had enough strength to drive himself to the ER, but he died there at the hospital. Because he was saying before he died, he had an interview. He said it in the interview, quote, I know why my daddy died. I know how they killed him. They killed him with poison. He's talking about the boule. Yeah, I'll get this. See, because everything in the dark comes to light. These men and women who are there portraying to kill or perpetrating to kill, they have no Lord in them. They really think they're doing the right thing by trying to put food on the table so they can eat and then come back to the Lord later. You can't serve two masters. 1 Corinthians tell us so. You can't serve two masters, y'all. So y'all think y'all going to take the oath and still get prayed up? Come on, man. If you are in order and you follow these laws and statutes to the best of your ability, no harm should come to you. No weapons formed against you should prosper. I don't care who plotted, how much money they got, what type of technology they got, because the Lord rules all things. No man, no woman, no child, nothing will come against you. You have to understand that, believe that, and have charity and faith is with you 24/7. The Lord knows they know where I'm at. I can't stop you guys from coming, but the Most High can. We live by faith and faith alone. When Nimrod put those cotton shuckles on Abram's ankles and wrists, and because Abram didn't comply with what Nimrod was saying, he thought he had killed Abram at birth because he knew a king was being born. He pushed Abram in a fire that was built 3 days before the execution getting ready to start. He wanted Abram to feel the suffering of death. But by this man, Abram having so much faith in the Lord and understood the scriptures, when he pushed him over, he stood in the fire. You get me? No weapons formed against you should prosper. It doesn't matter what these ghouls are capable of. It doesn't matter who they know. It doesn't matter, man. Y'all ain't got no damn faith. The first thing the Lord asked Peter when the ship was rocking in the book of Luke, he ran to the Yahushua, who the word ignorantly called Jesus, and said, Lord, the ship is turning over. Can you stop it? What did Yahushua say in the scriptures? Where's your faith, man? You get this. A lot of things happen to us because of our own emotions. We have no faith in Yahushua who put us here. We're the best thing that ever happened to this world. We're the 12 tribes of Jacob. We're the most precious tribe as Negroes because we're the first tribe of Judah. These damn clowns of the Boule, the Illuminati, the elite, them fuckers can't touch us if you are in order, if you have no quarrels with your brother, if you have charity. You have to understand the lingo of the Most High, how he works with the children of Israel. That's not 10 commandments. That's 614 laws, statutes, and commandments. But y'all lose y'all faith because you want to be rich. You want that big booty hole. You want to be down. You can't be friends with everybody, man. Not even everybody in this truth is right. A lot of niggas know these scriptures, but that don't make them right. Case in point, the elders. The niggas ain't right. There are a lot of elders that are right that don't never televise what they do, but most of these elders that putting themselves out there, man, them niggas ain't right. They ain't right. And them niggas, a lot of them niggas they know in their group are agents, but they getting paid like they weigh and they don't care. You see what I'm saying? But see, the Lord ain't with them. And when the Lord casts judgment and say it's time, you're going to see them dudes who down with them, who y'all think so cool, they're going to turn them niggas upside down, just like they did that dude Moses. I ain't talking about the apostle Moses. I'm talking about the Moses, this dude named Moses, who went on a damn crazy spree. Okay, that's what happens. Y'all got to understand how this thing is conducted, man. Y'all got to get out of man-pleasing and start pleasing Yahushua. Because Satan's going to loose his people. The Lord going to let Satan have his fun. He's going to knock at your door. What you going to do? He's going to see you at the supermarket. You're going to have your Peter. You're going to have your partners with you, your posse. What you going to do? See, y'all tough when you got 6-8 people with you. Y'all talking out of turn. Yeah, like I said. Get them niggas one-on-one. They piss on themselves. That's real talk. The Lord told us what? Don't ever be scared of battle, man. But you got to be in order. That's when he's going to be with you. And when you in order, it's not in order to turn the children of Israel against each other. You're blaspheming. For the show is almost coming to an end. Let's get some scriptures on, y'all. The Sodomites, right? Let's go to 2 Peter 2 and 6. Let's read this. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ash, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Now, this talking about America right now. Huh? Walk with me. Let's read it again. 2 Peter 2 and 6. Listen to this. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, those were two kings that were faggots and pretty much doing what America is doing. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? and to ashes. The Lord burned it, made it rain brimstones of fire. Condemned them with an overthrow, pause, making them an ensample unto those that should live ungodly. So in essence, you living in America trying to get your gay rights and trying to get married to your boyfriend, trying to get married to your girlfriend, woman on woman, man on man, you're ungodly. You're doing the same thing Sodom and Gomorrah, you're going to be destroyed. You feel that? You got to understand how this thing works, man. It's not about your feelings. It's not about, your friend. This is truth. It's not about people or people. It's a law and statute that you have to abide by. And the same thing that's going on in America is going on in Sodom and Gomorrah when it was alive and alert. It was doing the same thing. And the only reason the Lord extended Sodom and Gomorrah, he was waiting for Lot to get out. Because the Lord promised Lot, made a promise to his father that he should look after him. And that's why also Abram took a love to Lot and looked after him. You understand? So that's why the angels came to Lot. And the angels going to come to us again, the ones that are righteous and the ones that are in order, the ones that get the charity. They're going to come again. When it's time for destruction, they're going to come to you, the 1/3, not the 2/3. 2/3 on their own. There's a lot of brothers in these camps going to make the 2/3 because they don't understand charity. And they don't understand it's about one nation and not a damn camp. And it's not about your elders. They haven't got that yet. So you're going to knock yourself out of a promise because of your ignorance and your stupidity and your arrogance. Jude 1:7 says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. This is a powerful scripture. Jude 1:7 is letting you know, you want to live this life, you want to be a transsexual, you want to dress up as a woman, you shouldn't even put on a woman's garment. Tyler Perry, Ricky Smiley. Do you understand this? Let's let you know these guys don't know the scriptures. Everything is la, 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 he, he. All they do is laugh, laugh, laugh. Let's make money. Let's praise the Q dogs. Man, fuck a Q dog. They faggots too, most of them. They in a sorority fraternity out there that ain't gay. All of them. If not at least 95% of them. 5% don't even celebrate that shit. But 95% trying to get to the top, so they got to take a ding-ding up their butt, and them girls spread their cheeks to let the girls lick them up the crack of their butt. It's the truth. These women worse than men, man. That tongue goes a long way on a female. Jude 1:7 reads again, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication. That's what's going on in America. Don't care if they marry, you're going to still stick them. Men sleeping with men, then come home, lay with your wife. Man, come on. And going after strange flesh is transsexuals. Huh? Androgynous, men that's cute, that look like women, like B. Scott, Prince, them type of niggas. And set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Their life is just about over. Like I told y'all, I won't be surprised if they take Prince out. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if the elites take him out. That's how they do. Say use you for a certain point and then release you. Because right now, if they were to take him out, they could probably make $1 billion off Prince music. And that's what they're looking at, the bottom line. They're looking at making everything they can make before this dollar fall. And if they have to use Prince's life, he understands the role. He understands one day they're going to take me out. He knows that. Michael knew it. He ain't no different. They both signed their name in blood. Sodomites. Oh, y'all probably don't believe that, do you? Yes, Michael liked men. I know y'all don't believe that. It was more into boys than real men. You get that. Mark 6:7. Let's read this. This is confusing. I shouldn't read this. Let's go ahead and read it anyway. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when you depart thence, shake the dust off your feet for a testimony against them. That means when you try to tell the people this truth, and you try to tell them that the Lord comes for the 12 tribes of Israel, you're listening, but you're not listening. See, our people like to be lied to. In essence, if you tell our people, all you got to do is get a college education, know these good people, and your constituents, man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. See, that's what the frats and sororities teach you, but they're Sodomites. They teach you be a brotherhood for the rest of your life. You'll be brothers. You can be 60. We'll be there on your doorstep giving you a cup of coffee. That's bullshit. What they're telling you is about rituals. It's about praising the brotherhood. It's about understanding the Baphomet, the gods of Egyptology. They ain't telling you that, but once you get in, you start seeing it, and to accept it, you become rich and wealthy. But then 10 years later, you'll be like Nelly, bugged out of your damn mind. Mark 6:11 says, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when you depart thence, shake off the dust under your feet for a testimony against them. So don't spend a lot of time trying to convince your moms, convince your dad. You know, I know a lot of y'all are really close to your family, and you're really trying to show them, y'all just listen. You're doing it with passion, and sometimes it makes you tremble, it makes you cry. It's not for them. Just tell them what you can. They ain't listening. Just keep it moving, and just keep dealing with the people who are willing to hear you, and try to expand your word as much as possible so the world can hear this. Okay? Jeremiah 23:14 says, I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. That's going on right now. A lot of these so-called elders, that's the truth. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoers. That's when you're getting that check, elder. You're getting that check under the table. This is a cut to these elders. That none doth return from his wickedness. You can't return righteous, man. So I don't give a damn how many videos you make, elders. Y'all gone. They all of them into me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof of Gomorrah. So if you're not a Sodomite, you might as well be, because you do the same things that they did. They did that and practiced homosexuality. Let's read from the top again. Jeremiah 23:14 says, I have seen also the prophets of Jerusalem, an horrible thing. They commit adultery, sleeping with each other's wives, elders, popping each other's girlfriends, elders, and walking in lies every day. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoer. You strengthen the hand. When you take that check and you lie to the children of Israel, you're no better than Esau himself. The evildoers, that none do return from his wickedness. You ain't returning to righteousness, man. You're going to stay wicked. You're going to stay wicked for the rest of your life. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants therefore of Gomorrah. The Lord ain't look at you as, well, you know, he had to do what he had to do. He's just trying to feed his family. No, man. You cannot come back from that, elders. Come on. You can't come back from that. I don't care how many videos you make on me. I don't care what you say, because I'm standing in my lane that the Lord gave me. At the same time, I have charity for the children of Israel, and I would never ridicule my family. It is better that a millstone hang on your neck and drown than you to offend the little ones. I think they named themselves right, Great Millstone. And y'all didn't even know you was cutting yourself when you first put that name on you. You a damn fool to even name yourself that. Do you understand this? You didn't even think about the name, because the Lord knew that name was going to fit you well in the long run. You didn't even think about it. Right? Come on now. They didn't even think about the name, because the Lord knew you was going to be going off in your latter years. So that name fits you like a glove, elder. So let's roll it again. Jeremiah 23:14, one more again. I have seen also the prophets of Jerusalem and horrible things, that they commit adultery, popping each other's girlfriends, which they do, and walk in lies, which they do. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers. That's why they get that check. That none do return from his wickedness. You can never return. You'll never stop doing what you're doing. I don't care how many sincere videos you look and try to come off as all spiritual, and how many people you talk about you done brought into the truth. Man, you gone. You're wicked as hell. You got too much blood on your hands, elder. Too much blood on your hands. When it was time to say you were sorry, you made a mistake. Let's come together as a family. That's all you had to do, and be sincere. The Lord would have wiped you clean and started you brand new. But you're so fucking evil. You're so damn arrogant. You're so damn proud that I've been in this truth 20-something years. Can't nobody tell me nothing. And everybody that don't listen to you and walk your walk, you got to make a video. You encourage the children of Israel to make videos. You put up their picture on websites and ridicule them. Nigga, you are not a man of the Lord, and I doubt if you're a damn Israelite. I'm calling it the way it is. All you clowns. How in the hell you a man of the Lord and you sitting there spitting poison on your fellow brothers, man? It's okay to rebuke, but what you're doing is shameful. And I know you're getting paid. What the hell you talking about, man? Them niggas wicked, the wicked come. And I'm just surprised that all the people that follow these dudes have never came out and did a video and rebuked your ass. Because they men pleasers, and the Lord gonna take them out too. If they don't get their act together and rebuke y'all, they going down with you. I don't give a damn what them niggas, all them niggas yelling all at once, this, that, and the other. Yeah, man, that don't impress nobody. And nobody give a shit about all that damn shit about everybody's in lines with each other, and everybody's talking about it the same dude. Well, that's not a man of the Lord. If a man sees something's wrong, he going to address it and leave it alone. These dudes will make a video on the same dude every week, such as Nathaniel, Galilee of Christ, Symphony 666. I mean, every time you look around, it's the same shit over and over. When you going to get something new, man? When you going to pull that rabbit out your ass and be a man of the Lord and let them kids know the truth? If you don't care about your own sanity, tell the damn truth, but you're too far gone. You're too far wicked to turn the other cheek. You done fucked up, elder. You got blood on your hands that's dripping, man, like the jaws of a wolf. You can't stop. You might as well keep eating that damn pork, get your belly bigger, and let your teeth fall out, because, nigga, you are ruined. And just because nothing has happened to you, it doesn't mean that the Lord is with you. He's setting you up. He set you up when you call yourself Great Millstone. You didn't even see why you named yourself Great Millstone, because he was giving you that because he knew your ass was going to go off. That's the real truth. That's the real truth. And sooner than later, some of these camps going to see what is really going on, how you got checks, you getting paid. They're going to see the real truth, and a lot of them brothers that was dedicated to you are going to start rebuking you. And when they do, they're going to see their life change. A lot of them brothers suffering because they don't want to believe that you are that way. And the ones that's following you are that way. Once they rebuke you, their life going to change. They're going to stop suffering, and they're going to be a part of the meek. You understand? Because it doesn't make any sense, y'all, to sit there and praise man. Sodomites ruled the world. So you're going to accept a check from these clowns? You're going to actually let somebody talk you into changing the children of Israel for a check? Man, y'all got to, come on. What sense does it make? And then y'all see it, and y'all won't say nothing. A lot of brothers done seen that stuff, and they done totally stopped bringing stuff on YouTube because they don't want to be a part of that madness. And that's the truth. And before time run out, let's get our cheer on, y'all. It is what it is. It is time that we stop sitting back being scared of what a man going to say about us. It's funny how brothers can go on the highways and byways and cuss out bystanders that come by. They know who they are. You don't have to get in their face and call them the devil. The devil know who he is. It's mighty funny that when one person get ridiculed, y'all jump on the bandwagon and make 10 videos on one person. 10 videos on one brother. It's mighty funny when a man try to bring out the scriptures to the best of his ability with sincerity instead of taking that brother to the corner and trying to get him on the right track. All y'all make videos on him and clown him. But I ain't seen one brother that's staying in line besides myself and a couple of brothers in this chat room that's told the truth on what these elders are really doing, because you niggas don't have a bone. All you want to do is be a man pleaser. And a lot of you dudes are getting paid. They paying y'all to shut your mouths. So we got no respect for y'all, man. We want to say Shalom Barakatah to the elders that got the truth,
who are doing it Yahweh Shai way, who are not putting out these parody videos. I want to say Barak Atah to the children of Israel, Barak Atah to the ladies of Israel who stand in their place. And for whatever you do not let no man control you the way these men are controlling some of these kids out here. Shalom, Israel, Lord willing.